UFC lightweight contender Dan Hooker was almost forgotten by MMA fans after a year-long absence despite holding a two-fight win streak. Thanks to his friend Israel Adesanya's negotiation skills with UFC CEO Dana White, Hooker returned to the octagon. Hooker made the most of this opportunity, securing a win in an exhilarating fight against Mateusz Gamrot at UFC 305. Now after his victory, Hooker aims to extend his winning streak to solidify his position in the lightweight division. He recently shared his thoughts on a potential opponent in an interview with a reputed MMA YouTube channel. The Hangman is known for being outspoken about his desired opponents, as evidenced by his previous call-out of Charles Oliveira. While that fight didn't materialize, his recent impressive victory over Mateusz Gamrot might have increased his chances of facing the number 2 lightweight contender, Charles Oliveira. Recently, Hooker talked to the Makhachev YouTube channel while enjoying a beer. When the host jokingly asked Hooker about his next opponent, Hooker stated, saying, "You say it. I'm not going to say it. I don't know. I don't know." After the host repeated Charles Oliveira's name a few times, Hooker replied, "Yeah, they want Charles. That's a good fight. I mean, there are heaps of cool things I can do. Do you know what I mean? The lay of the land is pretty crazy, bro. It's such a wild sport as well. We'll see how it plays out." Back in June, Dan Hooker challenged Charles Oliveira to a fight, but Oliveira dismissed the challenge, claiming ignorance of any potential fight with Hooker and suggesting Hooker's claims were fantasies. However, Hooker has now vindicated his call-out by revealing discussions with UFC matchmakers about a potential fight. Following his win at UFC 305, Hooker's target list has expanded beyond just Charles Oliveira, as he has not called out additional big names in the lightweight division. Riding high after returning to the octagon following a year-long break, 34-year-old Dan Hooker isn't slowing down. Like Thanos hunting for Infinity Stones, Hooker is on a mission to collect wins and feed his competitive hunch. Sting no time. He listed potential opponents after fight. In a post-fight interview with Daniel Cormier, Hooker revealed everything, saying, "Look at me now. I want them all, brother. I want the BMF. I want Conor McGregor. I want a title eliminator. I want everything, brother. I want it all, Sean. Woohoo." Whether or not Hooker gets all these fights, his recent impressive victory should open doors to some significant opportunities in the future. What are your thoughts on the Charles Oliveira vs. Dan Hooker matchup? Do you think it is justified for someone like former champion Oliveira to fight a fighter outside the top 10 lightweight rankings? Drop your comments below.